In the pages of martial arts history, one man has led a journey of determination and vision to become one of today's leading martial artists. With a martial arts career spanning over 4 decades, this man has forged a new direction in martial arts. Through his knowledge and foresight, he has single-handedly revolutionized martial arts by challenging the world of tradition to meet the needs of today's thinking martial artist. His dedication has provided the foundation from which a new vision for the future of martial arts was to emerge. His name is Grandmaster Young Ku Yun, and his vision is Yun Jung Do. Today, Yun Jung Do is practiced by thousands of martial art practitioners throughout the world. The journey has only just begun. Master Young Ku Yun first became involved with martial arts in 1953 at the age of 12. As a small child for his years, his mother, at first concerned for his safety and protection, enrolled him in martial arts classes at one of the leading schools in town. Over the next several years, he trained diligently with a growing passion for martial arts. In 1964, while completing his years of national service in the Korean Army, he set up his first martial arts school teaching U.S. soldiers. By 1966, he was invited to become an international Tae Kwon Do instructor for the then newly formed International Tae Kwon Do Federation, otherwise known as the ITF. As part of the ITF official demonstration team, he traveled to a number of countries over the next few years, introducing Tae Kwon Do to such countries as Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand and Malaysia. From there, Grandmaster Yun created martial arts history by being the first to establish Tae Kwon Do clubs in Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, Papua New Guinea, the Solomon Islands and the Cook Islands, covering the entire South Pacific region. Before then, Tae Kwon Do had never been previously introduced. By this time, Grandmaster Yun had been appointed as chief representative for the Oceania region by the ITF. Later, he was to be appointed as the executive director for the ITF and held distinguished roles as elected chairman of the Techniques, Expansion and Merging Committees for the ITF. In these roles, he dedicated the next several years to the establishment and expansion of ITF, traveling the world extensively, conducting seminars for both instructors and students. As a result, martial arts began to reach new levels of popularity as mass commercialization of the field took place. Championships and tournaments became the focus of attraction, and with it, the growing trend of martial arts as a sport. Though the sports-orientated growth of martial arts had its benefits, Grandmaster Yun began to feel great concern for the future direction of martial arts. He began to question the very purpose of martial arts. The many seminars he had conducted and the knowledge he had gained over the years all led him to discover that there were also many aspects of existing martial art styles that were illogical and impractical. These concerns became direct contradictions to Grandmaster Yun's beliefs and eventually could no longer be ignored. So, in 1987, Grandmaster Yun, after serving 21 years of loyal service to the ITF, made the decision to officially resign. Grandmaster Yun was then able to dedicate his time to developing Yunjong Do, a martial art that aimed to restore the philosophical aspects of an authentic martial art, whilst at the same time incorporating the latest in physiological and scientific developments. The result is a culmination of Grandmaster Yun's years of experience, research and knowledge. In 1990, Grandmaster Young Ku Yun officially launched Yunjong Do as the refined art of martial arts. Today, Yunjong Do is practiced by thousands of students throughout various regions of the globe. Over the next decade, Grandmaster Yun aspires to establish Yunjong Do as the world's leading martial art. What is Yunjong Do?
After 40 years of refinement, the internationally renowned Grandmaster Yun has revolutionized cent-year-old art, Yunjong Do.
Let's hear from the founder himself, Grandmaster Yun.
Yunjong Do is based on my personal belief that martial art should center on the development of the individual and cater for all ages or gender. Of course, many other martial arts state that they do too, but in reality, they do not. You only have to look at most of today's martial art clubs to clearly notice that students are predominantly male, usually young people. This is because there is a misconception that you have to be athletically fit to practice martial art. Yunjong Do, however, is completely different. We are truly able to offer a style suitable for everyone. Unlike many other martial arts styles, we have as many females as males practicing Yunjong Do. We also have students of all ages, in particular, mature-aged practitioners. This difference can be mainly attributed to Yunjong Do's unique training system and techniques. Yunjong Do has been designed in such a way to allow all its practitioners the opportunity to learn effective and practical self-defense skills. This is because all Yunjong Do's movements and techniques have been based on the human body's natural movements and rhythms. Thus a style that is fluent and easy to learn and yet explosive and powerful at the same time. Furthermore, Yunjong Do's techniques are not based on brute strength. A student does not necessarily have to be physically strong to be able to realistically defend themselves. Through a correct understanding of a human body and the practice of the greater speed and accuracy, the necessary focusing skill can be developed. I believe everyone should encourage to practice at their own level and pace. Martial art should not be competition with others, but rather competition within oneself. This is why I'm very much against the growing commercialization of martial arts as a sport. It is an art, not a sport. There is a fundamental difference between these two concepts. A sport is based on competition against an opponent, where there can only be one winner. An authentic martial art, on the other hand, is based on inner battle with oneself. Everyone can be a winner. Unfortunately, many present-day martial arts styles are becoming more and more sports-orientated, which is a great shame in my opinion. With the growing role of tournaments and championships, the general publics are falsely perceiving martial arts to be competitively orientated and aggressive in nature. The damaging result of this is the increasing number of potential practitioners who are being discouraged from practicing a martial art. Who really wants to fight? Only a small minority of people, usually young people. The majority of people simply do not want to fight. For this reason, Yunjong Do is completely non-competitive and non-contact. It is not necessary to be contact-based to learn practical self-defense skills. Despite what some people believe, in the case of Yunjong Do, a unique teaching system allows anyone of any age or ability to develop effective self-defense skills without fear of injury. This is most important if we are to cater for the majority of people who may otherwise think martial arts are too intimidating or aggressive. Our goal is to truly cater for people interested in martial arts as a form of self-development. People have to be re-educated about the benefits of martial arts, and that is what I aim to do through Yunjong Do. One of my main goals is to also restore many of the philosophical aspects of the martial art that are slowly but surely being destroyed. An authentic martial art aims to instill in its practitioners a true appreciation for the 5 virtues in life. These being humanity, justice, courtesy, wisdom, and trust. It is these virtues that we must constantly strive and cultivate throughout our life. Through Yunjong Do, I hope to teach students to be the best person that they can be. By setting an example, they can then inspire others to do the same, thus contributing to a world of peace and harmony. I really believe that today's martial artists are more interested in self-development rather than fighting or aggression. So much so that in the next decade, I predict only the styles like Yunjong Do will survive. If you don't want to be left behind, you must make conscious effort to make actively involved with the moving time. I know that Yunjong Do is the art, will take us into the next century. It is truly the art for the future.
Master Yun's strongest commitments is to the continual development of students and instructors. As a firm believer in quality rather than quantity, Grandmaster Yun dedicates much of his time to conducting seminars and conferences throughout the world. These seminars serve a number of purposes, the main being to assist in maintaining standards of only the highest level. They provide students and instructors with the invaluable opportunity to train personally with Grandmaster Yun and gain much knowledge from this inspirational man. Seminar topics comprehensively cover the many theoretical and practical aspects of Yunjong Do, but also include a broad range of subjects from philosophy to self-development and motivational seminars. Special instructor seminars are also held regularly throughout the year and serve as a forum for instructors to learn the latest teaching methods and systems. These play a fundamental role in ensuring Yunjong Do instructors are kept abreast of all the latest physiological advances. Internationally conducted seminars open to practitioners of other martial art disciplines also provide the opportunity for martial art exponents to discover more about Yunjong Do. These seminars play a vital role in the overall development and establishment of Yunjong Do worldwide. As a base for Grandmaster Yun, a new world headquarters was recently completed in 1992 in Brisbane, Australia. Many martial art organizations can boast a world headquarters. Certainly not to the scale of Yunjong Do International. The complex serves as the center of growth and development for the art and organization and has been designed to cater for the thousands of students that attend Grandmaster Yun seminars and conferences each year.
Welcome back. Tae Kwon Do is one of the best-known forms of martial art, but the man who established the sport in Australia says that Tae Kwon Do has lost its way. Grandmaster Young Ku Yun says it seems to attract only young men eager to learn how to fight, and as a result, he's come up with a new form called Yun Jung Do. A new world headquarters for this martial art will open later today in Brisbane, and we're joined now by Grandmaster Yun and the Today Show's Karen Milner.
Thank you, John. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Grandmaster. We're going to show you some of the movements today in Yunjong Do. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
That's right.
Now, you came up with this because you were a bit disappointed with the way Tae Kwon Do is being run in Australia, weren't you?
That's right.
Dedication and perseverance are the keys to achieving life's goals. Practice of Yunjong Do, students are motivated by the challenge that lies in the pursuit of self-perfection. It is upon this belief that Yunjong Do was created, and it is with this goal in its heart that Yunjong Do will grow. There is no doubt that Yunjong Do will continue to strengthen over the future years to play a very important role in the betterment of mankind.
The new martial art fighting for recognition in the West.
It goes on show in Bristol tomorrow. It's been developed to improve inner strength, justice and wisdom, but it can also put an attacker on the ground in seconds, as David Garmston found out.
Not for the aggressive in nature. This has to be, personal character buildings.
In this increasingly violent and stressful world, maybe we should all be taking up this sort of thing.
Grandmaster Yun, welcome.
Thank you.
And who have we got here?
Original Joken.
Reginald?
Latulanga.
Latte, there we go. Now, what are we talking about today, Grandmaster?
Yeah, I'm going to talk about refined art of martial art, Yunjong Do.
Yunjong Do is a new martial art. I can't wait to hear about it. Thank you very much for joining us. Very, very fascinating. Later on, though.
Yunjong Do continues to expand rapidly across the globe. As the martial art world recognizes the revolution that is now occurring, thousands of Yunjong Do practitioners are helping to establish a new level of appreciation for martial arts. Through the visionary eyes of Grandmaster Yun and the courage of his convictions, we can be assured that Yunjong Do will continue on its path to become the martial art to lead us into the next century.